What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today is November 13th, 2025, and here's how I lost roughly around $300 trading the NASDAQ. As you can see, I tried to short and I got stop rated almost immediately. If we go into the 1 minute chart, this trade took exactly 3 minutes. Entry, exit immediately after. I've seen a lot of people online take this trade. I've also seen a lot of people win the next trade, as you can see on this leg down. Mixed feeling about this trade for real. As you can see, market has passed about an hour and a half. I had to step back. I mean, it was just absolutely brutal. This is the first trade that I've taken in a really long time. If you go on my channel, probably over a month since my last trade that I've taken, and it's just so unfortunate that I immediately get stop rated, and then immediately after we go to my TP. But let's go through the trade. Let's see the reasons why I took the trade, what I could have done better, and then the other trade that I could have taken, which was this leg down. So on the higher time frame, pre-market analysis was very bullish. Prior to these three legs down, we had a perfect market maker buy model. We were coming down, we took out this low right here, and then we were continuing higher. As you can see, we were very bullish up until this last couple of days. So in my head, I was thinking, okay, we could come back down, tap this daily gap, and then get a great rejection out of there, targeting London highs and then yesterday's London highs, and potentially the daily fair value gap that was even higher. So coming into the day, I was extremely bullish, but there were some things that were making me bearish. The first one was the fact that we were in a range for these last couple of days. We had a lot of stop loss, we had a lot of sell side liquidity down here with these lows. Again, we had this daily fair value gap that we could have tapped. And that was the only thing that kind of warned me that we could have been slightly bearish. So prior to the market opening, I wanted to see continuation shorts and then a long play out of that. Market opened, and you will see that we just immediately dumped 830 right here. We dumped around 220 points, tapping both NWAG and completely displacing through the daily fair value gap. Now, the reason why we went all the way and tapped NWAG was because ES at the time was, I think, another 50 points away from the daily gap, 30 points away from the daily gap. So I wasn't surprised that NQ was just flushing the daily bullish gap and was going all the way to the NWAG. But when that happened, my bias completely switched from bullish to bearish, and I wanted to see this NWAG low get taken. As you will see, that is where I took my trade. We had a 5-minute flip. Prior to that, though, we had this 15-minute gap that was created that I wanted to see get tapped. If I can, why is it off center? That's weird. But we had this 15-minute gap that I wanted to see get tapped before continuing lower, just so that it confirmed that we had no reason to continue higher. And that's what happened, but it happened on ES. ES tapped this 15-minute gap, if I can find it. ES tapped this 15-minute gap on this 5-minute. And as soon as we tapped into it, we created a SMT on the 1-minute chart. And then as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, ES tapped the 15-minute. We created a bearish SMT. We have a 5-minute gap that we could flip. So I waited for this 5-minute gap to get flipped. We flip it, and then we immediately get stop rated. As I said earlier in the trade, enter, and then immediately got stopped out. Tapped the 15-minute. We kind of chopped higher for a bit, trying to tap this unfilled hourly slash this high, this 15-minute intermediate high. We didn't do so, and then we kind of just slowly chopped lower and lower. I did de-risk on this trade. I risked only about $300. I usually risk around $500 to $600. So slight L. I mean, the only reason why this wasn't the best trade was because of that unfilled 15. And as you can see, that was the reason why this trade didn't play out. And as soon as we tapped into it, we played out immediately after. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of on tilt after this trade because we got stop rated almost immediately. And because I haven't taken a trade in so long, I was low-key feeling the emotions because I haven't seen my stop get just obliterated almost immediately in a really long time. And I didn't, because of that, I didn't see the short setup that happened immediately after. So if I get rid of these, there was this 4-minute gap, which is the highest inversion after tapping this 15-minute gap that I could have taken, which was right here with a stop at these highs. It could have been here or here, just for a shorter stop loss right there. Targeting again NWAG low for a cool little 2-to-1, which could have recovered the day / loss that I had earlier, but because I was low-key feeling the emotions, I didn't see this, and I missed out on another good trade. So yeah, I don't know. First trade in a while, first L in a while as well. Stop rated almost immediately. I'm definitely going to be back testing over this weekend because, man, first of all, I haven't traded in so long. Second of all, PA has just been super weird. I'm definitely going to back test July, August, September PA of this year just to get the feel of things. And then, yeah, what I could have done better, I could have been more patient for sure. I could have definitely waited for this 15-minute gap to get tapped and then taken these shorts to the NWAG low. That's the first thing. The second thing is that, I mean, regardless of this daily gap being bearish or bullish, if market is dumping and it is showing us that we are bearish, like, I'm not going to try to take longs. I've also seen people take longs off of this as well, with like a flip of a 1-minute gap towards the 15-minute unfilled, and then also the hourly. What do you do, huh? It's whatever. Took the L. We'll learn from it. We'll back test. We'll get better. But yeah, first trade in a while, first L in a while, de-risked. Can't do anything about it, but move on. So I love and appreciate you guys. I will see y'all in the next trade recap, next trading psychological video. But besides that, I will see y'all then. Peace out.